Start season 4. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to This Week in Dioramas. I am your host, TechChucker. If you aren't familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas, and I showcase them right here on the show. Now, if you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you gotta do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag This Week in Dioramas. Now, we're back. It's season 4. How freaking exciting is that? I was off for quite a while. If you're not familiar, I'm a dad, so I've got a wife, I've got 3 kids, I've got a full-time job, which has been really freaking busy lately. I am in college, which has been ridiculously stupid, but I will be done by summer, which is gonna be awesome. So that means that I've got a little more time, maybe, supposedly. I've got a whole list of stuff that I've not done around the house, so I still have tons of work that has to be done. But I wanted to get this show back on the road with season 4. So I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. But what's even better, we've got to change to the format. And you're probably thinking, why? Why would you change the format, dude? It is perfect the way that it is, but I'm gonna make it even more perfect. We're still doing the Saturday morning episodes, but they're gonna be a little bit shorter. Every week, I'm still gonna be picking and showcasing about 15 or 16 dioramas. But here's the change. We're gonna do weekday episodes. What? How stupid is that? It's gonna be stupid awesome. That's what it is. You're probably thinking, Tech, how are you gonna do that? I don't know. I do not know, but here's how it's gonna work. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're gonna do mini This Week in Diorama episodes. What does that mean? I'm gonna choose 2 dioramas for each of those days. So Monday gets 2, Wednesday gets 2, Friday gets 2. So that means 6 dioramas will be showcased during the week. Those episodes are gonna be pretty casual and they're gonna be fairly short, between 3 to 5 minutes long. Saturday mornings, you're still gonna get your regular show, just a hair shorter, because instead of those 6 being included, we're gonna do the remainder of the 15 or 16, so it'll be about 8 to 9 dioramas on Saturdays. Why am I doing it? When I'm on YouTube, I tend to gravitate towards shorter videos, and I thought, well, maybe that will help you guys to be able to not spend quite so much time in one sitting watching the show. Not that you guys didn't love the half-hour episodes. The other reason is I figured, why wait an entire week for the next episode when you could have little bits keeping you going throughout the week and being inspired to continue working on your own dioramas throughout the week by seeing other people's work. And then lastly, I noticed that on those long episodes, the watch time just wasn't that amazing, so I thought, let's give it a try by breaking it up into smaller pieces and see what happens. So in the comments, in any of the videos, I want to know what you think of the new format. Do you like the shorter format? Do you like having more videos throughout the week? I think you're gonna like it. If you guys hate it, I need to do this for a couple of months so that we can really see just how it works. And honestly, I think you guys are gonna love it, because even if you aren't gonna watch them during the week, you can just watch each episode on Saturday, just like you would normally watch a regular one. So really, it's not that big of a change, but I think it's gonna be fun. So that's what we're doing. Welcome back to season 4. I still can't believe that we're at season 4 of this awesome show, and it's only awesome because you guys put out such amazing work every week. I think I already said this, but for the showcases, for the next couple of episodes, I'm definitely going back to make sure that I didn't miss any amazing work, which I did miss a lot of great work. And that's what we're gonna showcase today, and then get ready for coming episodes with weekday episodes. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right on into the first episode of season 4, This Week in Dioramas. Don't forget to use the hashtag This Week in Dioramas when you are posting your dioramas on Instagram. Let's get to it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this showcase on the road. This episode, even though we've talked about all of the other episodes being shorter, this one's going to be a standard length episode, about 15 or 16 dioramas we're showcasing, and then we'll get into the shorter ones over the next couple of weeks. This one, starting off with Dark Dio Studios, is a secret stash diorama, and I have to say this is, near and dear to my heart because I too created a secret stash diorama. I think you did an amazing job on this piece. I love the way that it turned out. I love the vibrancy of the window pictures that you chose. It looks so good. It's very accurate to the actual source material, especially this Waterworks utility piece. Mine, I didn't really match what was actually there. Mine was more of a representation of what was there. Yours looks very accurate because of the little yellow cap on there. I love that attention to detail. Your brickwork looks awesome. This just looks super good. Now, so mine, if you see a picture, I'll probably post one up, is 1/12 scale. This is, I believe, much smaller scale. Now, I'm not certain what scale it is, but it really turned out very nicely. So I love the mortar. I love all of the paintwork, the door, all of that stuff looks so good. And let's see, thinking of making a frame around it. It's a wall diorama, lights up. Thank you, you're welcome, and thank you for letting me know. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's thunder. There's thunder going on. Ooh, spring is here. Let's see, started creating props and 3D prints, Kevin Smith. Yeah, hopefully Kevin Smith sees this. Hopefully the gang at the Secret Stash see it. I shared mine. I think I got 1 or 2 likes and a comment from one of them, which was awesome. So hopefully you get some of that love as well. I just love this kind of stuff. I'm a sucker for recreating things that are out in the real world. You did a great job. You can see this is kind of like what is that size? It's basically the size of like a Warcraft sort of table gaming piece is what I think. So it's a lot harder to get that kind of detail in that much smaller of a piece. We've got these little lights under here, which is awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. So great job. Can't wait to see even more from you in the future. Next, coming from Bambino Dioramas and Another World 75. How did that, is that your name, or how did you do that? How do you do that with 2 people? I've never seen that before. Interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Post and have somebody else posted. Learn something new every day. Okay, so the diorama finished and was successfully handed over to Chris. This is a stunning looking piece. I think you just nailed it 125%. Look at all this brickwork. This is spectacular. They are sunk in, they're sunk back. I love that. It's just the attention to detail, and look at this. You get some extra detail up here with the bricks. They're not all horizontal. I love that. The paintwork looks so good. And again, you brought back the green. I love those greens. They're so vibrant. There's just so much detail going on with this. Even though most of it is gray, it still has so much character to it with the paintwork that you did. There's darks, there's lights. I love it. The cracks look so good. Let's cycle through some more of these pictures to get a better look. Wow, the door on here looks so good. I'm just amazed with this. I'm really envious of all of you guys with those Mythic Legions figures because they look so incredible. It's so much fun. I love these things. Dang, look how big this thing is. That is freaking amazing. Holy crap. That is awesome, and I'm sure Chris has just got to be blown away by this piece. It is so stunning looking. You really nailed it. Again, as always, just look at all the details on here. This glass-like thing, that is awesome, and it looks like it's translucent, so you can throw a light behind it. You could do any color, some pink, some blue, purple, whatever. That is gonna look awesome. So as always, congrats on an amazing piece. Well done. Next, coming from Shelf Gravy. Let me see. PSA, it is a labor of love. Yes, it is. The two of us found a creative love. So it is a couple throughout the last 2 years. Things have been a bit crazy. Anyway, that's a lot of reading. You go ahead and read it. Make sure that you're liking. I usually go through and try and like all of these before I start recording. Forgot to do that. I'll have to go back and hit a like on each of them. And I try to get in and do comments on each one too, and then I wound up getting busy, but I'm gonna try and do better. I really like this piece, the sculpt work, the paint work. Just look how realistic this stonework looks. That is some talent there. It looks so good. Now, yes, there's a lot that you can do with cameras and lighting to make a diorama look better than what it is, and definitely do that when you're working on taking pictures of your dioramas. But always be working to improve like these folks have been. They've been doing an amazing job. I love the work that you guys do. This door looks so awesome. It's just so unique and has so much character and contrast and detail to it, which is so good. And then look at this. It's like a dungeon type of gate. We've got chains. I love it. I love this. And here's another door and even more character to it, more design, more paintwork, more detail. It's just so cool. And look how awesome this looks. Your paintwork is just so good. I love it. Loving all of the moss on here. It's just chock full of details throughout that I am just so impressed with that. Wow, you guys really have done a great job. I'm so glad to be back. It's so awesome to see all this stuff and be able to just gush on all of your guys' work. So great job as always. Next, we are coming up with Mad Pxl Customs. It's a 1/12 scale single figure display, unless they're like battling, then you could throw a couple on there. Measured as 8 inches wide, 12 inches high, and 7 inches deep. That is a nice size for a nice little display piece. And your paintwork on this is so freaking good. This is just awesome. The brickwork looks so legitimate. Like this, if you put this out in the real world with some an actual sky and whatnot, this would look realistic as all get out. And I am just impressed with it. I love the fact that you pressed in some of the bricks so that you get that extra little depth to it. That looks so nice. The wire, the pipe, the paintwork with the weathering on that. Just look how gummy, how nasty and just worn down this looks. I am so impressed with it. You got a little grate underneath where the downspout is. That is awesome. That's the other thing with dioramas that I really love, when you guys take a piece like this, add a pipe, and then you add a little extra context of, you know what? You probably would see a building where there's a downspout and then there's a drain right there. Granted, you might also not see that, and then you'd see a little dip. And I love it when you guys put everything together so that you can see a story with how they built this building, why they might have built it. And look, see, you see this a lot. We got some sort of power cable of some sort, and it's coming in through the vent. That is not for you, but this would be lazy construction work. An electrician would never get that passed, but that kind of stuff, it happens all the time. And I just love seeing when you guys notice that kind of stuff and put that character in. And look at when we get this closer view, it's textured. That paint is textured, which is so incredible looking. You've just really done a great job with this piece. It looks so nice. I'm just so impressed with it. So great job on a spectacular looking small piece, but just a great looking piece. All right, next, coming from Oiler's Workshop. As always, if you are not following him, you need to be. He puts out some really great tutorials. He's a very creative guy. He's a cool guy. I did a kind of an interview / showcase with him last season. It was really fun. I'm hoping to bring guests back to the show. That was really fun. It was a lot of work just to get everything, all the technology and whatnot working, but it was so worth it. So make sure you are following Oiler's Workshop. He's been really nailing it lately on Instagram and YouTube. This is a great little piece. It's small but effective, and I really like the way that it looks. It's so put together and professional looking. I love the colors. I love the detail, the contrast between this sort of material and then the blocks. and it just looks so good. A little bit of soft goods. We got some runes that are painted on here. That looks so awesome. I love your work. You always do a great job with everything that you do. The tiny art experiment, which I missed out on. I just didn't have time to put my piece together, but I've been seeing some of the pictures that you've been putting out. Awesome. So make sure you're also following the tiny art experiment. I don't know if that's fully finished because I don't think the Razor Crest has come out yet. Somebody correct me. I might be completely off on that. But anyway, make sure you're following both because it's just so cool. So moving on. Next, coming with Seething Customs. This item is sold, which it looks pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, I can see why it would be sold. But they are available for commissions. That's one of the other reasons why I like doing the show. Now, I'm not trying to peddle and sell a whole bunch of stuff to you. Yes, sometimes I will promote different products or people. So if you are a business, small business, big business, whatever, and you want to sponsor a show or whatever, reach out to me on Instagram via DMs is the easiest way. Otherwise, I do have a Facebook page at TechChucker. Where am I going with this? Oh yeah, the commissions. I want to be able to promote those of you that are creating amazing dioramas and making yourself available to create dioramas for other people. It's just, it's a craft that I find a lot of value in, and I want to be able to encourage people to be able to, pursue this and make a little bit of cash on the side, be able to do some great things with their dioramas, and be able to share their work with the rest of the world, and maybe be able to have a photographer or whatever get interested in their work and purchase it. So that's another reason why I do the show, is so that I can showcase creators and people might be able to come together and become customers of you. So this piece looks so good. It's so clean with the brickwork. It's really nicely done. I love the graffiti throughout. It's I love it. And we've got Moon Knight here. That looks awesome. I love all the details on here, the little grass that's coming through some of the cracks, and a nice touch. Let's cycle through a few more of these. We've got a little light up here for the door. That is also great. The door looks awesome. I love this grate that you've got. I'm wondering if that is kind of see-through, because you could put a little light behind it. If it's transparent, that would just be so cool. It is. Look at that. That's awesome. I love it. If you're not really sure how you do that, usually you can get a piece of plastic. You can even, granted, Hasbro is not doing the plastic front window anymore, but on those old packages from Marvel Legends, you could take a sandpaper and sand it down till it's cloudy and make that into your window, and then you can shine a light kind of behind it and any color light you want, and it's just gonna look so cool. So great job on this piece. Lots of awesome detail. You just really nailed it. So awesome job, and congrats on selling it. This next one is coming from Llama Studio. I think I got that right. Llama? I think so. It's a 1/6 scale dojo for Bruce Lee action figures. I didn't know that there was any 1/6 scale Bruce Lee figures. Maybe there's a picture. Nope, this is the only picture. I want to see a Bruce Lee figure that's a 1/6 scale. I didn't know if Hot Toys made one. Anyway, I'm off topic. This piece looks awesome. I am really digging the screen window that you've got here and here. And you've got kind of that clouded look. It might even just be a piece of paper or whatever. Maybe, I'm not sure. But that is gonna give you the ability to throw some yellow light behind it. Oh, that's gonna look so good. Or a purple. I love it. I absolutely love it. Look at this punching bag. That looks so good. It looks like you use some of that like twine. You use some more on the post here. These posts with the nails, that looks awesome. And look at the floor. That is a great looking floor. Oh, you really did a great job on it. It looks like it's all natural wood. I'd love to know, is this foam or did you actually use wood? It looks like it's foam, and you use probably like a wire brush or something to get that wood grain look. I would love to know. So if you watch the show, please let me know if this is real wood. These top pieces might be real wood. I don't know. I gotta know. So hit me up in the comment. Next, coming from Dioramas Cloud, Department of Social Services. Great Scott! It's a Back to the Future diorama. Always love the Back to the Future dios. This is a great looking piece. We've seen clock towers, we've seen versions of the clock tower. This one is the entire building. What scale is it? 1/32 scale, so fairly small. It's gonna have to be to do that whole building. And you just nailed it. This is awesome. I love all the windows. You've got, again, we're talking a lot about windows and light and whatnot. I just think you did a great job. These pillars are stunning looking. You did a great job. I love all of the detail on these pillar tops. That is so cool. I am really digging on this. You guys, you just did an amazing job. The clock looks great. Here's the weather vane up at the top. Gotta have the weather vane at the top, otherwise it's not a true Back to the Future dio. So you got that, you nailed it. Wow. Awesome job. This next one is coming from 1313 Customs. Let's see, they decided to try to upscale a 2.5-inch Playskool Galactic Hero speeder. This is something that I really enjoy seeing. I love seeing when you guys take something that you bought at the store, maybe it's meant for little kids, and you customize the paint job, maybe you add some more stuff on there, turn it into your own piece, and you turn it into a piece of art. Yeah, a work of art. That's the word that I'm looking for. And here is the original of what it actually looked like to start with. It looks okay. It's a kid's toy. And now look what you've done. That is so freaking cool. You did a great job on this. Here's some work where it looks like he extended some pieces, added some pieces to it. This is so cool. I love it, and I love the paint colors that you chose. It's got some nice weathering, and see, they had some nice sculpt work with this, where you've got the control panels. Great job, what a great idea. So if you're ever struggling to find an idea, or maybe you don't want to have to do all the sculpt work yourself, but you need a vehicle or something, go check the toy aisles and look at those kids' toys, because you might be able to take a piece and turn it into an amazing, amazing accessory for one of your dios. And that's what 1313 Customs did. Awesome job. All right, this next one is coming from Fernando Rojas. Always does amazing work. And again, this one is so good. Look at all the details with the props. You've got some different plants that look like they've maybe seen better days. A bucket here. It just looks so good. This building, it's like a little work shed or something, and it just looks so realistic. The details, the earthiness of it. I just love it. This is so good. And look how tiny it is. He's got his hand in there. This TV looks awesome. It looks dusty. It looks dirty. How do you do this? Who has the time to get such detail in these pieces? You guys blow me away every freaking week. It's amazing. This next one's coming from Sutter Kane 100 diorama with built-in LEDs. It's the Crow. I don't think we've showcased you before, so welcome to the show. If you have been on the show before and I'm just not recognizing it, welcome back. This is a great looking piece. I love seeing stuff that maybe I'm not super familiar with, which I don't know much about the Crow. I don't think I've ever watched the movie or movies. I think there's 2. But it's always fun to see different renditions, because we've had a few dioramas from this movie that you guys have put out. This wooden floor looks awesome. I think that looks really great. I think it's a great piece to be able to showcase a movie that you probably love a lot. So awesome job, and welcome to the show. Welcome back. Next, coming from Mr. C5050. Of course, we had to showcase this one. This is just absolutely epic. One of the most epic pieces I think we've seen on the show. It is a Gladiator Coliseum, and wow, I gotta take a drink. 1, because my throat's sore, but 2, just take a look at this while I'm taking a drink. Okay, this dude put in 9 weeks. This would have taken me 4 years, minimum. 200 hours, 20 plus sheets of foam, $65 worth of hobby sand. Just of the sand, $65. Holy crap. I don't know how much you could sell this for, but it probably better be well over $2,000 to sell this if you were going to. I know he was struggling to figure out where he was going to put it, but look at this. This is like a kitchen table, so that's probably 6 feet long at a minimum. Just look at all of the details. I want you guys to go to Mr. C5050's Instagram, follow him, go check out all the pictures of this thing, because it is absolutely stunning, the work that he put into this, the details. And he is a master with stonework. All of this is foam, which is absolutely insane for the stonework. It's so consistent and so beautiful. And then this centerpiece here with the stone in the back, where you've got the terracotta or whatever kind of covering, and some of it's broken, peeled off, looks so good. And then you've got the little canopy here with some nice canvas. It just is such a perfect looking piece. It would be amazing to take and have an entire stand full of people watching some sort of battle. I mean, this is movie level stuff, in my opinion. So, wow, your work is just so incredibly stunning, and I'm honored to be able to showcase it. I'm honored to be able to showcase everybody's work on this show. So go check out all of these Instagram accounts, especially Mr. C's, because it's just amazing, amazing work. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification so that you know when each episode is coming out. And don't forget, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we've got episodes coming, and still Saturdays. So 4 episodes a week. You got to hit that bell notification so you know when they're coming. They're all coming in the mornings, same basic time, about 7 a.m. Central Time. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the show. What do you think of the dioramas? Don't forget to go to these creators' Instagrams, follow them, give them likes, leave them comments, because it can get really lonely out there when people are just seeing the stuff and not hitting like, not leaving a comment. So please do leave comments on their social media so that they know, because people, who doesn't love getting that little like button hit? And who doesn't love getting a comment from someone saying, all you got to do is just put a couple fire emojis, something to let people know you're here and you appreciate the work that they've done. I appreciate the work that you've done. Let's get to it. I'll see you guys on Monday morning.